Yes, friends, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video where the challenge today is see if we can catch fish on minimalist, old school tactics. I've got my 12-foot float rod. I've got this beautiful Centrepin. It's not actually an old relic, it's just a lovely Centrepin. I've got a box of floats and a box of maggots, and that's it. I haven't got any ground bait. I haven't got any fancy gear. We're just going to take it back to the old school and see what we can catch. It's absolutely sweltering. Look at my shiny bald head. Let's get set up. The river is looking kind of nice. There's quite a lot of weed around, you know, that surface weed. I'm not sure what it's called, but we're going to get set up. We're going to get a float out there and we're going to sit and watch it and have a lovely time. Enjoy. So to make it easier to move the float up and down the line when you're looking for the depth and all of that, and if you just want to change depth, I use 2 elastic bands either end. I'll move that one lower because otherwise it gets tangled. I think it works just as well as using 2 locking shot. I think they say you're better off doing this if you're like trotting or the float's moving, but works for me. So, well, we'll see if it works. Right, so in case you don't know much about fishing, especially float fishing, I want to know how deep it is, right? So to do that, we kind of plumb the depth. Now, normally you get a specific weight for that. I can't find mine, I must have lost it. So I've just put a load of, can you see them, shot on the end, which should be enough to sink the float, which is about 3 foot up the line. If I chuck it out and the float sinks, it's not quite deep enough. I want it to be near the bottom. So then I'll move the float up a little bit and I'll keep doing that until I've found the right depth, until I know that the bait is on the bottom, slightly over depth, and that's it. Once I've got it all untangled, Jesus Christ. The thing with float fishing is because it's so small and light, you just get seeing so many tangles. And I haven't done this sort of fishing for a long time. Bloody heavy club hands. Doesn't help, there's brambles everywhere. Oh, would you look at that? I think that's going to be the problem. There's so many small fish here, I can see them. So we'll give it a bit. We'll give it a few casts here, I think. And if we are plagued by the little ones and we can't nick the bigger ones, then we'll move down and change swims. It's exciting though, isn't it? Right, I've been catching so many of these little dace. I think they're dace. I can't even hold it. I'm going to lob him back and I'm going to move. Right, so let's go. It's far too hot to be doing many of these. So many little ones. I've changed the shotting pattern so that most of the shot are close down to near the hook, to hopefully pull the bait through the small ones and get down to the bottom quickly, you know. But they're still absolutely mullering it. Just can't get down through the massive shoal of a million dace. Spitfire quality. Can't beat those Merlin engines, can you? So I'm struggling. I've caught loads of little dace. I haven't showed you them all, but there's just too many small ones, tiny little dace. This is where ground bait is a great idea, because you can chuck in some balls, it sinks right down to the bottom, and you can attract the hopefully bigger fish, which maybe are feeding on the bottom a bit more. So because I've only got maggots, I feel like I need to think of something different. So I'm going to change spots. I'm going to go down that way a little bit, try a few new areas. I can literally see the fish. So I'm going to go and find somewhere where I can't see millions of little ones. Probably be great with a perch jig. They're just everywhere. So we're going to go down there and see if we can get something a tiny bit bigger. Come on. Let's give it a go in here. If I haven't mentioned it already, it is roasting, mate. Wow, my God. So hot. Fish 5,000. Just a bit of proof. Nothing like eating a cheese and onion quiche with maggot flavoured hands. Doesn't matter though, does it really? Who cares? Good news, the line has just tangled all around the inside of my Centrepin. Now I've got to take it apart. Annoying. Right, I don't like this spot either. Too many little ones that I can't beat, I can't defeat them here. So we're going to move down where it gets a bit shallower down that end. Past the bridge and just scope it out. So I've come up onto this little bridge to have a look and see if I can see anything, any swims worth fishable. Look, green, as far as the eye can see. In fact, not as far as the eye can see. I don't know if you can see down there, in the distance, there's some clear patches and it's shallower down there. So let's head that way, as if by magic. Here we are. Now I found a lovely little clear spot just out there. I reckon I'll feed it up a little bit. There's a bit of an overhang with a tree as well, fish like cover, you know. It is shallower down this end, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Let's give it a go. That's all you can do, innit, mate? That's all you can do. What I do know is there's some shade here, because I am cooking like a boiled egg. I'm going to plumb the depth again, because I don't know how deep it is. Stresses me out having this stupid little box. I really need to get a proper one with a load of compartments. Does that stress any of you lot out? Drop me a comment if that gives you the heebie-jeebies looking at that. Oh, where's the compartments, man? These maggots are cooked. They spent too long in the sun. I should have put them in the shade, but the problem with that is there was no shade. They are roasting. Wowee. I need to cool down a little bit, because now they're not wriggling. See what I've done? I've just killed the maggots. Check this out. Handmade float. We got the bloke in Tackle Box that makes them. I don't know his name. My mate bought me 3 of these for my birthday, for my 40th. Handmade float. That is a thing of absolute beauty. We've reached that point again where I'm talking about food. Classic no fish Phil has to start banging on about his grub. Anyway, if you're interested, today's order of the day is this. See that? If you saw the last video when I went fishing and also caught nothing, in fact I did catch a pike. If you haven't seen it, I'll put the link in the description down there. This is kind of similar food to that, but with the addition of potatoes. Chicken, potatoes, some kind of leafy thing to, you know, keep my mum happy, because again, if you didn't see the video, I'll tell you what she normally says. Why do you always eat chicken and bacon sandwich? Eat something healthier. So here we go. Chicken, potatoes, green leaves, salad cream, because I run out of mayo. I love a bit of salad cream, man, and some hot sauce. That is all right. Hopefully it hasn't got really hot in my bag and it's about to give me E. coli. Come on, the fish. Delicious. Right then. It's not happening. I'd love to stay all evening, but I can't. Too many small fish. It's really, really hot. I don't know if you can see me. The light's really bad, isn't it? What about this way? Is that better? I'm going to sign out now. Sorry there was no whoppers again. Just a bunch of little ones. Next time, I'm going to bring some bigger baits and bring some ground bait as well. That's it. So I'm not going to waffle anymore. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you fancy it, maybe hit the subscribe button and just go nuts. If you want to leave me a comment about what you thought about the video, what could I have done differently? What would you do differently if you're a fisherman? Then let me know what you might recommend. I'll try it next time. Oh, it's dripping off me, man. So anyway, thanks for watching. Big up.